David Fincher, what don't we love about him, man? He is the standard of biopics, thrillers, and mysteries. He is also the standard of the asshole who does a million takes, and we love him for it. And that's our guy, man. Here at Joe Productions, we love David Fincher. Talking about standards, I want to let you guys know, alright, about this video. This is my list, alright? If you disagree, just call me stupid and ugly and fat and dumb, and but keep it civil, right? That's what we want to do here. And also, I want to set the expectations right here, because do not go into this thinking this is going to be a smart review, alright? These are barbarian takes. This is what I provide. I kind of just spew something out and I try to make it funny, and that is the expectation. Enjoy the video, okay? Can you take me higher? Alien 3, a movie so bad that people don't even acknowledge its existence. You can ask any Alien fan what to watch and they go, Alien 1, Aliens, and that's it. Maybe Romulus if that caught your attention. I thought it was alright. Alien 3 almost destroyed Fincher's career before it even began. That's how horrendous this movie is. I mean, it starts off by tossing everything away from aliens and just plops Ridley on this prison planet. There was one memorable character played by Charles Dance who's goated. Love him. They surely wouldn't kill him off in the first hour, right? Right? No, they do. So anticlimactic, and with him gone, Ridley is just stuck with a bunch of fucking goons that don't even have names that I remember, and that's how you can wrap this film up in one word: forgettable. Except this Ridley fucking dies in Jesus style. Except she doesn't. She gets replicated later on, so literally nothing matters. That's cool. What do you get when you have two lesbians fighting off Jared Leto and cornrows? A bad movie. A boring movie. Panic Room should not have been either of those. It should have been really tense and fun, but it's not. It just drags and never really feels like anything happened, except for Jared Leto getting killed, which, awesome. That was great. Probably the best part of the movie. Forrest Whitaker is also in this movie as like the ethical home invader. You know, he doesn't kill anyone, but he still needs the money, which you're supposed to sympathize with. You know, it's supposed to be wholesome. I don't know. I didn't really give a shit. It's not as dog shit as Alien 3. I mean, it's definitely watchable, but kind of boring as fuck, you know? Whatever. That feeling when you have to kill people for money, but you fuck with the Smiths. That's pretty much what The Killer is, man. That's kind of it. It's a methodical movie about a hitman trying to tie up loose ends after a job gone wrong. It's pretty fun. It's John Wick-ish, if that's what you're looking for. But when I pop at a Fincher, I want a thriller or a mystery or both. And this was neither. It was just a straightforward revenge movie. Nothing wrong with that. Trust me, I like those. But just not exactly what I was hoping for out of this. But you know what? I'm not complaining when you get stuff that looks as good as this and is acted as well, you know? I went looking for a job and then I found a job. Forrest Gump type beat with crazy CGI jump scare at the beginning. Benjamin Button is a movie that is kind of talked about as a joke. And that's how I went into it. Before watching this for this video, I had not seen this movie in about, I'd say 14 years. Guys, I gotta say I was invested in this shit. The love story between Benjamin and Daisy had my ass. I was sitting down and listening, okay? I was in. And I was wondering why people disregarded this. Sure, it's not as good as Forrest Gump. The CGI is terrifying at points. Whatever. But overall, pretty good. And then the movie ends with the dumbest fucking possible ending ever. And I'm not talking about the theory that Benjamin Button should die as a man-sized baby because he was born as a baby-sized man. Okay? That is something, but that's not what I was talking about. I'm talking about the Hurricane Katrina throw-in at the end. What the fuck, guys? What are we doing? What does that have to do with anything? It just felt like the Rob Pattinson movie when it ends with him at the World Trade Center on 9/11. What the fuck does Hurricane Katrina have to do with this love story? I don't know, man. But now they got me talking about Hurricane Katrina and 9/11. So thank you, Benjamin Button, for nothing. The and then movie. Every time you think you figured out the game, it goes and then. It pretty much starts off as a thriller and then gets transformed into a comedy with all the shit Michael Douglas had to go through. Like, I get he's an asshole, sure, evil banker, whatever. This shit is kind of crazy that they made him do this. The game made this motherfucker try to kill himself on his birthday like Shakespeare. Instead of making him go through this elaborate plot, they just could have shown him Alien 3 and then he would have killed himself immediately. If I had a dime for every time Gary Oldman had a British woman type out his words in a biopic, I'd have two. Make the biopic about Herman Mankiewicz, the writer of Citizen Kane. I was surprised how much I enjoyed this, because honestly a biopic about Herman Mankiewicz doesn't really sound super interesting, and it also contradicts my Fincher point about wanting thrillers and mysteries, but I was engaged with Mank and I found this super fun and electric. Gary Oldman was phenomenal. Charles Dance, as previously stated, is goated.
That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's the MVP! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
Just an overall very enjoyable watch. Also, Bill Nye cameo. You really think you're gonna slip that by me? Let me give you some advice. Buy the DVD for The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, alright? The slideshow that gets played before you start the movie is one of the most creepy, eerie shit I've ever seen, and I love it. It gets me in the mood to watch this. From this movie on, this starts getting into all-time Fincher territory for me. This is phenomenal filmmaking with a gripping mystery at the center of it. Daniel Craig, Rooney Mara are great. And this is just a great showing in thriller filmmaking. Is it the most rewatchable film on here? Absolutely fucking not. There are some brutal scenes in this movie, but you have to appreciate the honesty that it doesn't shy away from that, you know? You gotta appreciate it. What's in the fucking box?
Frosted Flakes, nigga, damn.
7, the movie that put Fincher on the fucking map with a big fuck you. 7 is one of the most influential films in the thriller genre. 7's intro, storytelling, and third act have been taken and run with by dozens of other films and TV shows. Like, I really don't think True Detective exists without 7. One thing I wish I didn't know, and this is no fault of the movie, was the twist ending. I was a Watch Mojo kid, as I'm sure many of you were. I've had the movie's ending spoiled 3 times over, so it didn't really hit as hard for me as I bet it did for people in the theaters, but I understand the appeal. Also, Morgan Freeman, I know you're watching, you know, I know you're a big fan, you know, great performance, you're awesome. Gone Girl, one of the most relatable comedy movies ever made. I thought Fincher was fucking spying on me when I saw the calendar with the notes into it to kill yourself. I have those right in my room, dude. What the fuck? Like, is this guy, he's spying on me or something? I don't know. Ben Affleck's best movie. He's funny and stupid, but also smart and also dumb. Just great stuff, man. And The White Woman, evil as you expect. Anyone with hair that white has performed witchcraft before and cannot be trusted, okay? Mayo sapiens like that cannot be trusted, alright? We saw in this movie, she tried to frame this man for murder, alright? He did nothing wrong except maybe once or twice, okay? Maybe pushing her wasn't great, but beyond that, and cheating wasn't also great, but whatever, beyond that, she was evil. I stand by those words. I know my previous comments about White Woman may contradict this statement, but does anyone that is watching this look like Chloe Sevigny in this movie? Alright? Chloe Sevigny in this movie. I am hosting a lookalike competition and I need applicants to show themselves. Alright? Zodiac is one of the best acted, directed, shot thrillers ever. You could teach an editing class on this just off this movie. It's phenomenal. Fincher, if you're watching, I know you were waiting for my review, but I have no notes. This is perfection, my friend. Mostly unattainable, but you've done it twice. And the basement scene is one of the creepiest things I've ever witnessed in my life. And that's why we watch the fucking movies, baby. Let's fucking go. Finally, one of the most influential movies from the 2000s got to the National Film Registry. Spy Kids. Let's go, baby. And also Social Network. This one got into somehow. I mean, what can be said about Social Network? There are hundreds of videos breaking down each scene, which I would highly recommend. There are very well made and better made than this, and they definitely know filmmaking critiques better than I do. But hey man, all I can say is this is a perfect movie. The soundtrack, the Aaron Sorkin screenplay, the cinematography is why we all love Fincher. This is it, man. This is aged like fine fucking wine. Delving into the mind of Mark Zuck and how Facebook came to be. Again, my last contradiction. I love my thrillers and mysteries, but my favorite Fincher is about a little fucking toad becoming Facebook guy, and that's okay. Thank you for watching this video. This was a doozy and a half to make, but super fun. Let me know if you liked it. My wife said if I get 3 million likes, she won't divorce me. So hopefully we can hit that, guys. You know, if you didn't like it, let me know. If I fell off, I will delete the channel. But besides that, guys, have a great rest of your day, all right? Have a great night. Happy New Year's to everyone that celebrates, all right? All right.